Hello again, everybody. The next car that you've selected to view on ClassicMuscleCars.com is another new, exciting arrival. Now, this is a 1969 Camaro Rally Sport Convertible. I want to talk a little bit about the Rally Sports, what they are, how they came into being, and what this one is all about. Now, in 1967, when the Camaro first came out, one of the options that was offered on any Camaro, whether it was a six-cylinder, wherever, whatever, whichever engine, Super Sport, even a Z28, you could get the Rally Sport package. What that entailed was the front end had that custom look with flip folding headlights. Also in the back, on the roll pan at the bottom, it had backup lights. Instead of being in the taillight assemblies, they were actually at the bottom of the roll pan on the lower valance below the bumper on all of them, 67, 68, and 69. Now, in 1967, the option for the Rally Sport included the custom interior, which had the stripes in the seat and the molded door panels. That was part of the package that you would get. Also the same way for 68 and 69. That's part of the Rally Sport package. So it was a car individual to itself when you ordered the Rally Sport option, because you could get it on any of the Camaros that they made, including a six-cylinder. Now, in 1967, the Rally Sport option, the electric motors were what was used to power the doors to open and close. They were electrical system. In 1968, they went to a vacuum system, and also in 1969. Now, in 1968, when they first came out with the vacuum system, they started having a lot of problems with the doors not being able to open and close. There's a vacuum canister that holds vacuum up here that powers and actually sends vacuum down to the actuators. There's one for each door. The problem is the actuator canisters themselves were the problem, not the huge reservoir tank for the vacuum, but the actuator canisters, individual ones themselves, were ones that they had a lot of problems with. They would leak, they might go over a bump, they might not be installed properly, the seal would break, it wouldn't have any vacuum to be able to power the door. During the years that they have had Rally Sport options and fold-in headlights and remanufactured all these parts, they have tried to reproduce these. And unless you got original NOS canisters that were built back in the 60s by the factory, it's pretty hard to get any that's going to work. The repops for these, they don't work either. So what happened now from 1968 to 1969 was that in 69 they redesigned the way that they did the front end, because the 69 obviously is a different car from 1968, but they included slits in the doorway. The reason why they did that is if the system failed, you would still have headlights that would show and shine through the headlight doors. They also have an open and close valve so that you can open and close that valve, which would relieve the pressure so that you could open those doors manually if they did not work. Now, very important thing, most of the Camaros that you see today, probably about 85 to 90%, do not have working headlights. They may be a Rally Sport, they don't have working headlights. So we're going to show you something here. This is a functioning working system, and it's very rare to find one that does do that. See how smooth they open and close. This is the way that the factory originally designed these cars, but unfortunately today 85 to 90% of them do not work. They don't have functioning headlights. This one does. It's a very important part of the integrity of this car. It's been well taken care of during the years to have the system still function after all of these years. Now, this car just came in. It's a garnet red with black stripes, black convertible top, and it has a black and white new houndstooth interior. We have quite a bit of detailing to do to this car. The exterior has been finished. It's got new bumpers, new paint, new wheelhouse molding chrome, new rocker panel chrome, new mirror. The bumper in the back has been replaced. Got a new rear spoiler on it. We have to go through, we're going to put new Rally Sport emblems on it. We have to do some final detailing the interior. We have to do some work to the top, and we have to do an engine bay complete restoration on it. The car runs, drives, stops, steers, brakes. Everything is in very good condition, but under the hood, it's not finished. We're very picky about our cars here. We do work to every one of our cars here. Now, I want to stress again, we don't build new cars here. The factory did that back in the 60s and the early 70s. We take cars and we make them the way that we're proud to sell them for the money that we sell them for. I don't sell $100,000 restorations here, but I'll guarantee you, if you go out and you look everywhere, you're going to come back and say, you know, Tony, for what you're selling here, I can't find a better deal or a better detailed car, because we do some of the nicest work that you're ever going to see for the money that we sell these cars for. You open up the engine compartments on our car and they're absolutely gorgeous. We do a lot of work to our vehicles, and I'll tell you, no one can beat what I sell here for the money anywhere. I go out to shows and auctions all over the country, and I see what these cars are selling for. Some of the amounts of money that cars sell for, I'm blown away by it, the prices. And I want to be realistic. We sell cars here that people can afford. Yes, they're a lot higher than what I used to sell 2 or even 5 years ago, and even 10 years ago. But you know what? We're not dealing in that kind of a market. It's a different market entirely today. And I still want to maintain the integrity of being able to sell what I feel is a great buy for the money here, and give my customer something he can be proud of, take out to a car show, enjoy owning, and still have an increase in money, because these cars go up every year. They don't go down. We're one of the only dealerships in the United States that offers this and have offered this in the 27 years that I've been in business. A 100% trade-back guarantee policy that you get with each deal that we do in writing with these cars. It means to you, you buy this car from us, and if in a year or 2 years or 3 years from now, you want to trade it back in on a car of greater value, or you're stepping up, let's say you want to trade in this RS convertible, you want to go to an RSSS 396, numbers match, 4-speed, that type of a car, you get 100% of your money back in on trade towards that other car. Now, that shows the confidence that we have for the cars that we sell here. It means also you do not lose money on buying the right car. Now, I'm talking about the right car. I'm not talking about all cars that are old like this. I'm talking about the right car. When my cars leave here, they're done the right way to where they represent the money that I sell them for, and they are great purchases and great deals. I have a lot of happy customers out there. We sell a lot of cars here, and we've sold cars for over 27 years here at Northern Illinois Classic Auto Brokers and ClassicMuscleCars.com. And right now, today, Jeremy, how many videos do we have online? About 250 videos we have online for you to view. Now, I want to tell you that this month represents 2 years that we have done videos here at ClassicMuscleCars.com. So that's incredible that in 2 years we have over 250 videos that you can view. We're the only dealership in the world that you can go to and view that kind of material and look at videos. And we talk about the cars like I've talked about this one today. We always try to give you a little history. We always try to give you some tidbits of information, and we always try to educate our customers. That has made us one of the most popular websites on the internet world over, not just here in the United States, but all over the world. We get email all the time. We appreciate it. We have a huge following in Australia, and it's great because those guys down under are really car guys like we all are here. England, France, Germany, Norwegians, a lot of people in Europe are really into these kind of cars. So classic muscle cars are not something that's just here in the United States, it's worldwide. It's a great thing because it brings us all together, and it unifies us together completely, because we all have that same common interest. No matter what color you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what race you are, we all have a common interest that we love these cars. The classic muscle cars from the 60s and the early 70s, they will never be made again. I can't explain to you unless you've been there the feeling that you get when you get behind the wheel of one of these cars and you drive it down the road and the guy goes, hey man, that's a cool car. Or you're putting gas in this car at a gas station, the guy comes up and he says, you know what, I love this car, did you redo it, where'd you get it, how'd you get it, blah blah blah. it's common, you know, that anywhere you go, you're going to make a friend because you've got one of these cars. You can go to the cruise-ins and drive in, and there may be 25 cars that are driving, or maybe 25, 250 or 100 or 150. It's amazing to me that you can go out to drive-ins and cruise-ins, and there are so many people that come from all over to come and bring their car and be together and associate with each other and talk about cars. That's a great thing. It's a great hobby to do, and I can't think of any hobby even today that you can go out and you can do that with and have that kind of camaraderie, if I can say. Did I say that right, Jeremy?
Yeah, right, man.
I'm tongue twisted in the morning, and we're doing this in the morning, so, you know, but I am on a roll because I had a couple cups of coffee, so I'm really with it here today. So, but anyway, you get my point. You understand what I'm trying to say. So I want you to give Ed a call at 847-526-5950. He can give you more information about this car. This car is going to go out to our detail shop now. It's probably going to take us 2 weeks to 30 days to complete it. I've got a lot of cars out being worked on. They will not be ready for sale until they're finished. Give Ed a call. He can talk to you about some of those cars that we're working on right now. We have a lot of people who wait for the cars to get finished because they know the quality levels of work that we do to each and every car that we sell here at ClassicMuscleCars.com. So I'm going to turn you over to Jeremy. He's going to give you a brief go-around of this car. When we get it back, we get it finished completely. We'll have full photographs of the engine compartment, the car thoroughly throughout. But I can guarantee you this. The person that gets this car is going to have a ball driving it this summer, and everywhere you're going to go, you're going to just get thumbs up approval because it is an awesome 69 Camaro Rally Sport Convertible.
Well, it's a little bit later in the day. Sun's in a totally different position, which gives you a whole different light on things. Still a good looking car. Real good looking. Looks pretty straight. Wheels are in good shape. Interior's looking real nice. I'm not going to go for a thorough, in-depth look at the car right now because this is going out to the detail shop. But we'll give you a quick look around. Exhaust looks decent. That bumper's nice. Looks nice and straight. Let's take a look on the inside. I'll night shot this. There's a mystery box back there. It says 9220 on the odometer. No idea what that means. There's the space radio, a big space where the radio should be. Under the dash lights are working. Well, that's about it for right this second. Good looking machine.